Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. It is time for some aroace content, some aroace memes, and some aroace TikToks. But before we get started, you know the drill, go get hydrated. Grab some tea or some water, or if like me it's like way too early, have some coffee. Are you hydrated? Good. Let's go with the first TikTok, shall we?
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
You are a beautiful man, a beautiful man. Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
When you get so tired of arguing that you won't, that you just say you will, but then still have to exit awkwardly. Oops. I kind of feel like this is just a very queer thing in general. Because if you have like very homophobic relatives, you also don't want to explain that you're gonna get a girlfriend, not a boyfriend. You know?
I do love you, by the way. I mean, as much as I'm capable of loving anyone, which is never enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I kind of hate it when people pretend like it's not enough. It's so weird. You love differently than like a lot of other people, so it's wrong the way you love. Sound familiar? I hate how it sounds, by the way. It's how can you judge someone for not loving enough? You know, like I get if you have like a very specific idea of a romantic partner, sure, that doesn't really work, but it's always more than that. It's not oh, I'm just not compatible with that. Or like, we're not compatible because I want more than you can give me, which is fine. It can happen in like in any instance and any relationship, but it's always like, oh, that's because you're like the way you love specifically is wrong. And that's where I have the issue, you know?
I think it's really interesting how many people don't understand why it's hard to figure out you're asexual or aromantic. Because when I talk to people, a lot of them have been like, well, wouldn't you just know you're not feeling attraction? How was I supposed to know?
Exactly. How are you supposed to know? Because you can't really fully explain what a certain attraction feels like. So even if you end up asking other people, it's like, how do you know you're like romantically attracted to someone? And it's just like, dude, you just know. Like, how do you just know? And then how am I supposed to know? Because since you don't know, you're just gonna start assuming, or like maybe with sexual attraction it's a little bit easier. Or actually, well, at some point you just start assuming that someone who looks good, it's like, okay, this person looks really good. This must be what sexual attraction is, right? Because they're really good looking, right? When that's just not true. And the same with like mistaking romantic attraction for this platonic attraction. Because been there, done that. Just thinking of a crush on someone, but then realizing, oh wait, no, hang on, you don't want to date them at all. You just really want to be friends with them because they seem really cool. And in hindsight, that explains a lot. Because at some point, you do just know. But it does take a while, because if everyone's like, well, everyone has sexual and romantic attraction, like you just are attracted to people that way. You just kind of start assuming that what you're feeling is that, even though it isn't. Because no one can really like give you a clear answer, because it is kind of difficult to explain how it actually feels. You know, it's a struggle. It kind of seems that way. Like having crushes on fictional characters, it's just real. Because honestly, in that case, like especially if you're asexual and kind of like sex averse in a way, because you would never want to do it, but the fantasy of it, or like the image of it seems okay, but you know you don't actually want to do it. In that case, it just kind of makes perfect sense to have crushes on like fictional characters because you can picture it in your head, but you know you're never going to be confronted with it. So it kind of feels safer in a way. Or maybe that's just me. But anyways, oh wait, I've the caption of this video as well. Apparently it's pretty common for aerospecs to think they're ALO because they experience attraction to unattainable people such as celebrities or fictional characters. Yeah. Honestly, yes.
I think you'll get it someday. Get what? Love, silly. What if I don't want a partner? Who said anything about a partner? Love comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms, darling. Self-love being one of them. It's tough to get at, that's for certain, but it's real nice to have once you have it. Don't you think?
At the beginning, I was so skeptical because it very much sounds like, oh, you'll find someone one day, you know? But maybe, or not maybe, the video definitely got better. Or like, what she was saying definitely got better. Because in the beginning, I think we're expecting people to say some bullshit so much, because a lot of people will, that you're kind of expecting the worst. But then it turned out wholesome. It turned out really wholesome. Oh my god.
Out of shape, they're asexual, they're rejecting the truth and beauty.
I've seen like several versions of this, and it's just funny because I know this person's joking when they said they're glad to be noticed at all, but honestly, it's so dumb. It's just so dumb. The whole using asexual as an insult, come on. Like, I know some people aren't even beyond using gay as an insult, which is just also ridiculous and dumb. We all know this. But some people still use it. And now we're using asexual as an insult. Great. Anyways, but honestly, I don't even know. Just knowing that this is probably from like some alpha male podcast, it just seems so funny. Because, you know, these podcasts are just weird and unhinged. And that's why it's funny to me. You know? But anyways, that was all the TikToks. So let's get started with the memes. When a friend overshares about their love life, and you're cringing, but you're also kind of intrigued. Stop. Like, don't stop, but stop. Like, it's kind of funny. To me, personally, it's just funny. And also when people are like in some kind of relationship drama and they're just like, okay, I'm interested in like these two people, but this person also keeps hitting me up and I don't know what to do. And they're just so conflicted about it because they like all of them, and you just are like, just date all of them or date no one, but tell me about it because I'm kind of intrigued. It's also kind of weird to me because I'm just fighting the urge to not just say, honestly, just date all of them. Like, who cares? You know, just tell them all about it, that you're dating multiple people, which most of them wouldn't be cool with. But you know, it's kind of that energy for me. Types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress. When you have to explain what aroacememes for the 20th time per day. Yeah, I feel like every time it's so awkward when people ask you, like when you meet new people, and it's just like a casual setting, and they're just like, so like, wait, like, who are you into? Right? And then you just have to explain. And then if they're queer, you have better chances of them explaining. But if you just meet straight people, and you just seem so ambiguous that they can't tell your sexuality, or seem ambiguous enough that they don't just assume you're straight, you're gonna have fun explaining, you know, and not getting the whole pity reaction. This flag or this flag? Me deciding which flag I like more. It's tricky. It's really tricky because I really like the right one with the orange because it kind of looks like a sunset. Like, I have a sunset printout that's somewhat designed based on the aroace colors, and it's really pretty. And The left one, like, I really like the color green in general, and the purple with black also just looks cool. So I kind of like both, but I think I'm gonna go with right. Love queer or loveless arrow? I feel a disconnect from the concept of love as it is understood in society, and so I choose to redefine it for my own personal understanding or reject it outright and embrace the disconnect and the mockery. Heteronormative alo. No, you can't say I love you on the nth date. It's not right. You can't call that love. That's not how it works. Yeah, to be fair, I've never understood the love on first sight thing. But honestly, I'm not gonna stand here and be like, no, that's not love. Because only you know what that feels like for you. And I'm not gonna stand here and be like, well, no, the way you love is wrong, because that's just dumb. We've been over that. If you fall in love easily, and you just look at someone and you know you want them in your life, that can happen. Honestly, I think it happened for me too, but like in a platonic way, I guess. Where I just looked at someone, I was like, yes, I am intrigued. I want you in my life. And then I thought I had a crush on them, but turns out I'm just a dumbass and can't tell between like romantic and platonic attraction. But again, we've also been over that. It's fine. Okay, time to take your temperature. Yep, you're a race. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if you could tell by temperature? Like, that would just, like, such an easy way to tell. Like, imagine all the questioning queer people do, and you just wouldn't have to, because it'd be so great if that's how it would work. It'd just be so easy, you know? All three are going to lie to you, apparently. Okay. Never ask a woman her age. A man his salary. By the way, I hate this whole thing. Oh my god, whatever. Or an arrow ace person, when are you gonna get a boyfriend or girlfriend? Please don't do it. You know, maybe just don't do it. Like, I get that a lot of people are sensitive about their age. I don't really get it, but I'm not that old yet. So, I don't know, maybe I will be one day. But asking people's salary is just kind of rude. Like, people like talking about making money and admitting to wanting a lot of money, but they don't like exposing how much money they actually make, so don't actually ask people about it. And yeah, if you ask an arrow ace person, when are you gonna get a partner, they're probably just gonna lie to you. So, you know, don't do it. It's weird. Me, when I find out I don't actually have to date anyone, what a concept. Yeah, you don't have to. You really don't. And screw the people that say you do. Literally, they can take their pity and shove it God knows where. You know? Hey bro, look what I wrote. Arrow ace people are just really confused people. Eat the child. Because listen, yes, we may be confused about a lot of things. But we're not confused because we're arrow ace. We're confused and arrow ace. Those two things just coexist. You know, life is confusing, so it's totally fair. I hope you find someone. Arrows. Wow, this is worthless. Okay, I want to kind of extend it and say, I do hope you find someone that makes your life feel fuller. You know? Or several people, actually. Like, maybe you're gonna find really nice friends that you just like hanging around with, that just give your life more meaning and that make your heart feel full. I do hope you find those people. And if you want a romantic partner, I hope you find that too. And if you just want casual hookups, I hope you find that too. So I do hope you find someone. But what that someone looks like and what your relationship to this person looks like, I don't really care about. Whatever works for you, bestie. Alos be like, I'm unemployed. I live with my parents. Let's have a kid. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I kind of feel like in those situations, it's not necessarily planned. But honestly, like, even if you two are dating and you both have a job, people will still judge you sometimes if you've only been dating a certain time period And they'd be like, oh no, that's way too soon. And it's just weird. Honestly, would I want to have a kid? Well, I don't want kids in general, but would I want to have a kid that early in a relationship? No, because I know how quickly I can change my mind about people and how easily I get frustrated with people, right? But honestly, if it works for you, it works for you. Does it seem like a smart choice if you're unemployed and still live with your parents? Absolutely not. You don't seem that financially stable, and you kind of need to be able to afford to raise a kid, you know? So if you plan to have a kid in that situation, that is weird, actually. Like, if it happens on accident because your contraception failed, I'm sorry, that sucks, but, you know, wow, I love this character so much. I wish I could be best friends with them. Others. Nah, I wanna have sex with them. Erasers. Holding other erasers back. I mean, both is fair. Literally. I get so weirded out by how much people sexualize everything. And like, because people do actually generally seem to constantly think like characters. Let's just keep it to characters because, yeah. But, like, seem to be like sexually attracted to like characters in like series they watch or movies they watch. Or like even because I think you've noticed maybe, I'm really into K-pop, and just how much people freak out about how sexy everyone is. And I was like, yeah, they're kind of sexy, but they seem to constantly be like, I don't get it is what I'm saying. But listen, I'm not gonna stand here and shame people for their sexual attraction, but it seems so weird to me because I can't relate, you know? Sex repulse aces, all the sex in the media. Yeah, it do be like that. It's everywhere. You can't really go anywhere without something being sexualized. And the more you're aware of it, the more you notice it. And if you're sex repulsed, and asexual in general, you're gonna notice it more. It doesn't help. My friends and I kissing platonically. Normativity and heteronormativity. I can't even say amatonormativity. It's really hard for me to say. But anyways. I'd love to see the face of like some old conservative just being so weirded out by it. Just be like, no, you can't kiss your friends. What are you doing? You can't do that. That's not what you do with friends. Like, maybe that's not what you do with your friends. You know? But honestly, even if it's not kissing, so many people, especially in like Western cultures, get so weirded out about friends having any kind of like affection in the physical form in general. And if you're a man, any affection at all, really, let's be honest. But it's just so weird. Like, why do you care if two friends want to express their affection towards each other in any way that works for both of them? Why do you care? No one's saying you have to kiss your friends. If you don't want to kiss your friends, don't kiss your friends, dude. You know, but if you want to kiss your friends and they want to be kissed or kiss you back, who cares, honestly? Me, who has recently gotten a close friend. Everyone asking if we're dating. Yeah, that'll happen. I'm afraid you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry, because it's just gonna keep happening. The aroace community trying to take over the world. What you got there? Me joining because I want to show how powerful the A community is. Aromantic, asexual, agender, anarchist, and atheism. Smoothie. Sorry, that is not a smoothie. That is not a smoothie. But we've been over this. The more A's you collect, the more powerful you get, right? So just go collect them, you know? My brain, letting me feel attraction. No. My brain, making me think love was the next level of friendship, so ask all my closest friends to be my boyfriends and girlfriends in middle school. Honestly, that's just really cute. I don't know, there's just something really cute about it, because it's like, we're not just friends anymore. We're just best friends so much that I can't picture my life without you, so this must be what love is, right? So, will you be my girlfriend or my boyfriend? It's just so cute. I know you probably hated it. I know you probably hated it, and I know you probably got a lot of weird comments for it. But to me, it just seems kind of cute. Because honestly, this is giving very much just get a huge polycycle and support each other vibes, and I'm here for it. No romantic attraction, no sexual attraction. Erases. Because honestly, who needs it? You know, like if you have it, cool. But if you don't have it, cool. Like, it's just one of those things that you just kind of get used to after a while. You know? Okay, this one, I'm conflicted. It's giving very much, I'm not like the other girls vibes, but everyone is sitting here with their engagement rings and promise rings, and I'm just sitting here with my onion rings. Cool. Listen, if you'd rather have onion rings than promise rings or engagement rings, that's cool. But honestly, this is just giving so much not like the other girl vibes of I'm better than you because I'm just interested in food, and that's why I'm different and special. Because it doesn't really make too much sense. So, in conclusion, erase. I don't even know why I included this picture, but just in conclusion, erase. It's cool, we're here for it. And to finish off on a really wholesome note, I love my erase community. Because I know queer people in general get so much shit for being queer and different, because apparently it's very threatening, right, if people are different. But especially like erase people probably get alienated by the queer community as well, because like, I guess everyone's just so focused on their sexual attraction and romantic attraction. It's like you're already made to feel different. And that's why in the community, we shouldn't fight about it. But I know how hard it is for people to understand not having attraction, because they're constantly like that. They can't imagine it. They can't imagine what it's like. Just like most erase people probably can't even imagine what it's like to have like a normal level of romantic or sexual attraction, which is fair. But just because you don't really understand something doesn't mean you can't accept that it's true and not support each other. Because, hey, listen, as long as everything's consensual in your sexual relationship, I'm not gonna be here to judge you. Like, honestly, go have fun, you know. But if you don't have any interest in that at all, cool. Then do something else, you know. You wanna go to the trampoline park with me or something? I don't know. Let's hang out. Whatever. Like, who cares, right? I still think I should rename my channel to like, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Just chill, y'all. But anyways, I hope you're hydrated. I hope you enjoyed the memes and the TikToks. And I'll be back in 3 days.